So here we go. So these are the guys right here. So we have Jonathan Odie, which we already knew about. We have Ash. And what I was shocked by, it's not just all black guys. And I know they did say that. It's not all black guys, but black guys was his specialty. But it's a lot of different people. I guess you just needed a big cock because we all know Diddy likes big, veiny cocks. That's all you needed to have. It didn't matter about the race, but most of them are black. So again, Jonathan Odie, Ash, we got Brian, we got unidentified. We don't know who that is, but unidentified right here, the black dude with the bald head, that looks like you like Mandingo Warrior. That looks like something that Diddy would like. Next, we have Tony. Then we have Greg. Then at the bottom, we have Jake. Then we have Johnny. Why did Johnny look like somebody familiar? Johnny looks like somebody. Then we have Jules. Then the black ball guy, he's unidentified. They don't know who he is. Then at the bottom, there's another unidentified. And then at the bottom next to him, the redhead, or maybe that's blonde, unidentified. And then there's another unidentified right here. Now, I don't know where the Daniel guy is. Remember they had like a Daniel, I believe his name is, testify? They don't have a picture of him up here. So I don't know if these are all of the sex workers or just the ones that they were able to find or the ones that were willing to come forward. So yeah, I don't know. So that's interesting. I need better pics of these mans to not mix it too. Yeah, it said it in the lawsuit. In the Cassie lawsuit, he specifically wanted black guys with big cocks. Now, the whole point about the whole part about the veiny thing, yeah, I make that up. I added on the veiny part. I admit that I added on the veiny, but he wanted black guys with large cocks. That is in the lawsuit. I'm big in. We'll go call Diddy. Like how did Jonathan Odie get chosen? What's the real criteria? I think just the sausage is the criteria area. You just need a sausage, but he preferred black guys. It said in the. I'm gonna have to find the original lawsuit, and that's why remember he liked white fingernails because he liked the way the hands looked on the sausage. Remember that part now, just V, about the white fingernails? That's why he liked the white fingernails. I've been trying to figure out the psychology of Diddy wanting to do that. He's just a freak. Yeah, Miriam, the contrast. Yeah, the contrast. Listen, imagine being in a relationship with somebody and you're able to tell them your freakiest fantasy and they're willing to fulfill it. That's basically what it is. Now, sexy sassy, just B didn't even say anything about you right now. She talking about the psychology of Diddy. This to merch, right? If I'm hiring Cherokee and Pinky for high school memories, oh Lord, she's definitely a co-conspirator. And just Cassie mentioned that she did feel bad for the sex workers. Part of me thinks he's really is bi and just afraid to get in with. Yeah, I think in a way Diddy has always been curious, and I feel like this was the gateway into him opening up like what he really likes. Because there's no way in hell, even if you are quote unquote a swinger and you like watching other people have sex, right? If you want another man's cum on you, oh shit. Put your kids to bed. Put your kids to bed right now. 30 seconds. Put the kids to bed. Kids to bed. Kids to bed. Kids to bed. Put them to bed. If you want another man's stuff on you, right? You have to be attracted. And to particularly want a certain kind of man, not that, oh, just get anybody and I just want to see you get fucked. But I'm requesting a certain kind of man, and I want you to dress up and we're gonna act out a scene of you being at an airport. Remember that being at an airport and all this other stuff? You have to be attracted. There's no way that he's pleasuring himself in the corner and he's not liking what he sees. Naturally, if you see people having sex, oh, we going deep. If you see people having sex and you like what you see, you're going to be aroused. That's just the truth. I feel like this was a gateway of him opening up. And because remember, Cassie to the guys weren't gay guys, by the way. But again, that probably was for security as well, too, because let's be honest, if they were messing with gay guys, they probably would probably snitch or try to tell people and all this other stuff, you know. So he dealt with straight men because they would have something to lose if they ever said anything, their sexuality be questioned. And listen, it goes very deep into why did he like what he like, and is he bi, is he gay, like it, it's some kind of deep psychology. I don't know. I'm only giving you an assumption. I really don't know, but that's what I could see. Like it could be for security that they got these sex workers. They paid them. Remember, he was taking photographs of IDs and stuff like that, as in blackmailing and insurance to make sure that they didn't tell anybody. Like he went that extra mile. And let's be honest, if you're a sex, if somebody's gonna pay you a lot of money or more money than you would make in a night being a regular stripper, and all you got to do is shut your mouth and keep it quiet, you're gonna shut your mouth and keep it quiet. All he wants to do is sit in the corner, and then don't forget he wasn't always just in the corner. Sometimes he was in the other room because she would have to run in the other room and do whatever she had to do with the juices or whatever, right? Ugh, I just threw up. Yeah. So again, oh, and if you couldn't perform, you didn't get paid. Don't forget that too. You didn't perform, you didn't get paid. Yeah, it's a lot to it. What I'm now, I know that there's a victim number three, the Jane Doe, that hasn't been identified, but I just wonder, was Cassie his first time? I honestly don't feel like Cassie was his first. Put a one in the chat. Do you feel like Cassie was his first? Hold on. Now I try to be nice, but I'm not gonna deal with disrespect in the chat. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. No disrespect in the chat. Uh-uh. Two. Okay. What was it? One, if you feel like Cassie was his first. Two, no. Diddy should have got. He didn't want people to know, though. That's the thing. He didn't want people to know. Now, probably he should have started his own adult entertainment business. Maybe he should have did that. That would have, probably would have been better. Yeah, I don't think it was his first. I definitely don't. Like Snoop, yeah, remember Snoop did, right? Yeah, Cassie definitely wasn't his first. We know Cassie wasn't his last, but I don't think Cassie was his first. Like, I don't, because her being young, where did she kind of see that like, oh, we're gonna have a freak off or something called the King's? What was the second name for the freak offs, you guys? It was like King's Night. What was the other name for the freak offs? Does anybody know in the chat? Oh, he still would need to be true. Wild King Night. That to me don't sound like something a woman would say. We gonna have a Wild King Night. I can't picture a woman saying that. That sounds like something a man would say. A Wild King Night. Are we gonna have Freak Off Night? Are we gonna have a Freak Off? You know, I've heard of a Freaknik, but I've never heard of a Freak Off or a Wild King Night. Yeah, Wild King Night. That doesn't sound like something a woman would say. Like, where do you even come up with that name? I know somebody in here was saying that they believe that Diddy was probably like molested. If that is his story, then that's his story. But where do you get having a Wild King Night and a Freak Off? And this is just, listen, in some of those documentaries, they claim that his mom would have these lavish parties and, they would be doing adult activities at these parties and the kids were in the other room. So that's possibly where he's seen it. But I don't want to say that he was or anything like that if I don't know that for a fact. Now, people say that, Clyde Davis, Andre Harrell got him to do it. And again, if that is true, then he needs to come out and tell that story. But for me, as of right now, I just look at Diddy as a freak, plain and simple. Because what Diddy chose to do does not give him an excuse for what he has done. Yeah. And when he was arrested, found lights, drugs, cash, baby oil, he was going out with a bang. Right. And that's the thing. He was still doing them. He was still doing freak offs. And mind you, his kids were in town. He was, y'all, we at the hour mark. I'm getting the hell up out of here. This is too much. Too much. Please hit that like button. Please subscribe to the channel. This stuff is always hard to talk about, like no matter what. Um, just coming from so many different angles, and I appreciate everybody being respectful. The person who wasn't being respectful, they already got blocked, so don't even worry about it. Thank y'all for being here. I appreciate y'all. Love every single one of y'all. Please be safe out there. Love one another. We'll be back tomorrow to talk about this. Make sure you guys check out some of my other videos that I did. I did one where Lonnie Love talked about her side of the story. I wanted to re-upload that so you guys could see that. But I love y'all. Oh, what's up, Bama girl? I love y'all. Be safe. Love one another. But we out. Deuces, everybody. I need to get my ass in the gym.